Hi. This is about what essential oils have been used for in the past. So it's kind of a history lesson. So yay, history teacher here. So excited about this part. But also practical applications on how to use these in your everyday lives, how I use mine in my everyday life. Okay. So when God spoke the world into existence, he used his words, and those words are sound waves. And so those sound waves have been imbued into every plant um, in the world. So when a scientist goes and gets an essential oil, they can be taken from a plant. They can use the rinds, they can use the leaves, the stems, the bark, the resin from a tree is really good essential oil, where to find essential oils. And so when they do that, each oil has a frequency, like a sound wave frequency. And so each frequency does a different thing to our bodies pH levels and frequency levels in our bodies. Our bodies have a frequency level, which is really cool. So, all the way back thousands of years ago, when Adam and Eve entered into this world, essential oils were how God created natural healing medicines for those people. Before modern medicine was invented, we had essential oils. Um, does anyone know how often essential oils or the word oil or anointing oil is mentioned in the Bible? Put it in the comments. And I'm going to keep going. And then I'm going to see if anybody who can answer that question. So, in the Bible, they were first mentioned in Genesis chapter 37 when Joseph was sold to the slave traders. They carried spicery, balm, and myrrh. And then at the end of Genesis, Joseph's father Jacob is being embalmed, and he is using those same exact spices. And so in the Bible, it does not record how to get the essential oils or what specifically they are used for, because the Bible is not a recipe book. If you are in the southern states of the United States and I were to tell you, hey, tonight we had Mexican cornbread casserole, I would not tell you every single ingredient in that casserole. You would know that you could go to the internet and look it up. The same thing is when the oils are mentioned in the Bible. It is not a recipe book, but they're to tell us that they're there and this is what it's used for. So it's pretty cool. I have this book that I've been studying that goes through the frequencies and how essential oils have been used um, throughout history, healing oils of the Bible, and it's fascinating. I was not expecting it to be fascinating, but it is like really super cool. My husband's been watching these Facebook videos on Sunday nights with this chemist, and so he's going through like molecular structure of how these oils work. It's really awesome. But anyway, back to my history lesson. So one of the top oils mentioned in the Bible is frankincense. And so I happen to have some frankincense here. And I told you in the first video that frankincense is one of the top skin oils. And so this is my bottle of frankincense. And it is very good with skin, but I just love the way that smells. So this is one way that you can use oils. You can just smell them. When you smell essential oils, that's the way the Germans do it. It takes 3 seconds to hit your heart, your liver, and your lungs because it doesn't have to go through your digestive system. Isn't that cool? So the frankincense is the top skin oil. I put this in my lotion for the skin, but I noticed a really cool side effect whenever I put the lotion on first thing in the morning. Um, like I'm actually able to get what I need to get done in the morning. And I've never been able to do that. This is a diffuser. And so my diffuser is diffusing purification right now, which has citronella. And so it helps purify the air from stinky smells. I like to diffuse this one whenever we come back from a workout so that we don't smell like stinky sweat. It's also good for diffusing beside my trash can whenever my husband comes home from work so he doesn't notice the smelly trash can. Because it has citronella in it, you can also make bug spray out of it, and it works. I have bug spray that I have shared with several people who have pools, and the mosquitoes around here do not impact them at all. Like they were getting bit. I think one guy said he got bit 17 times in one night. And then I gave him the bottle of bug spray that I had made, and he didn't get any the next night when he used it. So it's pretty cool. So that frankincense is a focus oil. It helps you focus on what you need to get done. And so you can also rotate the lid so that a drop comes out. You do not want to touch the top of the lid because then the oils from your hands get into the bottle. And all you need is 1 to 2 drops for most applications. So that was 1 drop into the palm of my hand. I rub it in and I can put it along my jaw, and it helps me focus. I like putting it by my eyes, but you don't want to get it in your eyes. You could also rub it on your hands like this. A lot of people like to put it on the bottoms of the feet when they apply oils because that is reflexology, and so each part of your foot impacts a different body system. And so frankincense is really good for that. And it is mentioned in the Bible so much that people often compare frankincense to coconut oil. Today, coconut oil is a craze. You can use it for like 10,000 different things. That's the way frankincense was in the Bible. It was very common and it was very effective at everything. It's one of the key ingredients in Young Living's Brain Power blend to help stimulate the brain waves to improve cognitive function. It helps me keep grounded during prayer time because I like to go scatterbrain and think about like a million different things at once. And it helps me focus whenever I'm praying. I highly recommend frankincense. And diffusing. You notice that I applied the frankincense topically as well. Topically is how the English use their essential oils, and the French ingest them. So we do have a frankincense that is a Vitality line, and this is not the Vitality one because it is not a white label. So to show you a Thieves is the immunity blend that I mentioned in my first video that helps support our immune system. And when we use this every day on the bottoms of our feet or on our throats, we don't get sick. We haven't been sick in over 3 months because we've been using this. And it is a white label, so that means that it is FDA approved for internal consumption. It is generally regarded as safe. This frankincense is not a Vitality line label, but we do offer that on the Young Living website. So this frankincense you do not want to consume internally. The French are the ones that like to consume them in their water. They like to cook with them. My water actually has Citrus Fresh and Thieves in it every morning. It helps me wake up and get started. So every morning when I wake up, I put Thieves and Citrus Fresh in my water, and I use frankincense in my lotion. So that's 3 oils that I use every morning first thing. The Thieves, history lesson here, the Thieves was used by thieves, a set of thieves during the Black Plague. They would go and rob the graves of those who had died and take their valuables. And the king heard that they were not getting the plague because of some special secret recipe. And he had them all captured, and 2 of them gave him the recipe to spare their lives. And so that recipe kept the king from getting the plague. And our founder, Dr. Gary Young, when he went to France to study aromatherapy, he rediscovered this recipe. And so that's how we have this special blend of essential oils today known as Thieves, because it is the exact same blend that those thieves rubbed on their bodies before they would go rob the graves of the plague victims, and then when they came back, they would take a bath and rub it on their bodies again. And so this stuff is powerful. Okay, it is stuff that is used. We have an entire cleaning line of Thieves laundry soap, Thieves dishwashing detergent. The Thieves all-purpose cleaner actually beat out bleach and Lysol in a science fair competition. This 4th grade girl won it in Georgia. pretty amazing. You can Google it. I might actually find that link and post it in the um, chat in the page today. So that is a little bit of history of essential oils and 3 ways that you can use essential oils and a couple of the oils that I use every day.